So you don't know what you're doing, and the walls are closing in. Just remember where we're going, and remember where we've been. We can breathe underwater, nothing can hurt us anymore. And as long as we're together, it doesn't matter where we are.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, agents. I'm Anna Carl, and welcome to a Division News Break. I am your host for this evening, and if you didn't know my name, I am Manny Carl. I'm Cobra Khan on Xbox, and I have many other names. Agent 019 if you're looking for me on the PTS or on the PC build. But let's go ahead and jump into some of the Division News Breaks. Welcome to all my new listeners, all my old listeners, and if you're watching this, I love you guys. You guys are great. Anyways, let's get going on. So the PTS, if you didn't notice when you logged into the PTS this week, you probably didn't have any gear caches in your set, and you probably already know this, but you should be able to get free gear caches. So if you need a free gear cache, there are exotic free gear caches in the special weapons vendor, and if you head on down to the underground, there are green gear caches, gear set caches down there. Now, you do have to pay money for that. If you want to access the underground, you do have to pay money, and if you pay it right now, you're not going to be able to get in, but because of what I'm going to talk about next, and that is how to actually get into the DLC once you've downloaded the game and you've gotten the season pass and all that stuff on PC, and then you're looking at the PC and going, why can't I access the PTS Last Stand content? Well, that is simple. So if you haven't been able to access the Last Stand, it is most likely you purchased the season pass after the PTS went live, or you actually haven't played on the PC side of things. You will need to wait until they do another round of account pickups before you can access it. That is really what's going on here. So the PTS is actually not an active live server connected to your account. It's a ported server that is connected to your account, but it's only picked up every once in a while. That's why it doesn't save anything. So when they do a server refresh, it repicks up your account and pushes everything over to the PTS, and that's why your character gets reset. So if you have a level 30, it's not going to get reset. If you do have if you make a level 30 on the PTS, it's going to get reset every single time. So you need to do that. Matt, the community manager who goes by Shacha on Twitter, he said today, he responded to my tweet, and he said that they are working on getting more people in because there's a lot of people who can't access this content. So let's go ahead and move on to the release date. And a couple weeks ago, I probably would have said mid-February for a release date. And now I'm probably going to revise that for a couple reasons. So we're in week 2 of the PTS, and we're chugging along. Tomorrow is February 1st. If you're listening to it today is February 1st. And there was a YouTuber who pointed out in his glitch video, and I'm going to call it a glitch video because that's what it was, because the current state of the Last Stand right now is unplayable due to this video. And sure, he masked it as a "this is broken" video, and I only say this because he got caught gloating on Twitter, and I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this, but I'm not going to call out who this person is. You can guess who it is. I'm not going to tell you, but you can probably guess. But he got called out on Twitter by a guy named John, and and basically he was gloating about his scores, about getting 150,000 points and 74,000, because what he was doing was spawn trapping people and using this exploit that he called out in his glitch video to do so, and making it so that he did it, and they made a video basically saying, oh, it's broken, that's the reason why I was doing it, so I could call it out. And that's not really the case, because really the proper channels for doing this is to report bugs through the proper channels on the Ubisoft forum or something else, not post them to a massive wide audience of people who are going to take that information and then go and exploit it themselves. So let's go ahead and we can just forget all that, and we can erase that, and because because today is a new day and we're going to move on and talk about the release date and how far out it possibly could be. Now, with it being the first, we're probably, a couple days away. We're actually 2 days away from the next reset, which it should reset on the 2nd. And if they do end up fixing the mobile cover or the smart cover in this fix, it might actually end up being still mid-February, but I'm not 100% sure. I think that there are probably still 2 more weeks of PTS left. That's right, 2 more weeks of PTS left and 1 week of actual going through the process. So my guess is that we're looking probably at February 23rd or February 16th. However, because For Honor is rolling out on February 14th, I'm guessing that February 23rd is the day because they want to get it out before Ghost Recon Wildlands, but they don't want to interrupt For Honor gameplay because it's going to be competing directly with The Division, and they don't want to go ahead and put out the next patch. I could be completely wrong. It could be out the 9th. They could just release this and say, screw it, we're just going to release it. It's coming out on the 9th, and that's what you get. So my guess is either the 16th or the 23rd, but it could be the 9th based on if they just don't give any Fs. That's really what it is. If they don't care about what what the YouTuber put out there, then they will put it out on the 9th and we'll just go there. But there are a lot of other bugs in the game. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be sorted out with skills. Like I said, there needs to be a single solitary skill cooldown. They need to get rid of skill haste. They just need to have a skill cooldown that's not affected. Make it more powerful. Make the skills more powerful or something like that. But just get rid of the skill haste or anything that reduces the cooldown except for the 4-piece tactician's gear. That should at least give you some sort of cooldown on that, but that's really all it should do. That's pretty much it. And that's so there's a lot of work that needs to be done and a lot of time remaining, and I don't think we're going to see an actual physical release of The Last Stand for another 2 weeks. So it's going to be like Groundhog Day. You're going to just pop up and see your shadow, and it's going to be another 3 weeks of waiting for The Last Stand. But this could be, week 3 could be the last week of The Last Stand if they get everything in place and they fix that mobile cover issue or then the smart cover issue where you can stack that stuff on top of each other. The other thing is they need to get rid of performance mods. Just get rid of those. Nobody ever liked them to begin with. Nobody ever used them when they were originally in the game, tied into your regular stamina mods and stuff like that. Nobody used them back then, and they're kind of they're just a bonus supplement right now, and I would say just get rid of them altogether. There's no reason to do it. They barely add anything. I fail to see the importance of them because you can actually play the game without them. Just make it so that there's only gear mods and that's it, and add in critical hits or whatever's on them right now. Just leave them the way they are. Stop adding in skills. The skills are really destroying the game right now, and so let's just go ahead and do that. So you heard it here first. It's not going to be out in March. I guarantee it won't. They won't wait that long. They're not going to put it out in March. So the earliest possible it's going to be out the 9th. I wouldn't say that it's going to be out the 16th. I'm guessing it's going to be out the 23rd. So that's probably going to be, and those are all Thursdays. So it's basically going to be that 15th, 16th, the 22nd, 23rd, or the 8th and the 9th. So that's why I say it's not going to be the 8th and the 9th. It's either going to be the 15th or the 16th. But because of For Honor coming out on the 14th, I'm going to go ahead and lay my bet on the 22nd, 23rd evening when they do the maintenance update. That is when Last Stand is going to come out. That is my guess. So that is really what it's going to be. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like on it. We're going to be trying to deliver more news to you on a regular basis, and we're going to be able to just bring you that news and stuff like that. Subscribe to our channel if you like the news, if you like other content, if you like watching people get folded up like folding chairs, if you like watching just regular rogue hunts in The Division, and if you want to see more Last Stand gameplay, we're going to be putting that out as soon as it releases. We'll probably put more out. I probably, as you can see from this video, we're rolling through The Last Stand, even though there's a lot of people that are just doing glitches and stuff like that. They're just using that exploit for the smart cover so that you can't. But if you see someone using smart cover, just pop that tack link and just walk over there and melt them, because that pretty much does it, unless they have like a super skill build or something like that. So anyways, that's my time. I'm out of here. For all of us here at The Division Let's Talk and The Division News Break, I'm Manny Carl, and we'll see you in The Last Stand. Agent out.